welcome to P&B Sports Show. I'm your host, Arako Tom, and today we bring you full coverage from Umpuga 2025, proudly hosted by Babcock University. The opening ceremony was nothing short of colorful, a vibrant celebration of culture, unity, and school pride. But once the festivities ended, it was straight down to business as the games kicked off in full swing from the football field to the basketball court. Day one delivered intense matchup, surprising results, and moments that had fans on the edge of their seats. Let's run through the highlights and results from the first day of action. Day one in football, the host team Babcock University couldn't quite get the start they hoped for, falling 2-1 to Crawford University in a tightly contested match. Elsewhere, Leeds City University looked sharp and focused as they brushed aside Mountaintop University with a confident 2-0 victory. One of the more entertaining fixtures of the day came from Afe Babalola University and McPherson University, who played out a thrilling 2-2 draw with both sides showing flashes of brilliance and grit. And in men's basketball, the men's game brought just as much fire. Fountain University edged out Bells University in a nail-biter 25-23. Redeemers University stamps their authority early, cruising past Oduduwa University with a strong 29-19 win. Gregory University handled their matchup against McPherson University, securing a 15-9 win with solid team coordination. Unfortunately, the home crowd Babcock University men's team couldn't capitalize on their home advantage, going down 16-12 against Afe Babalola University. And in the women basketball category, Fountain University continued their school strong showing by defeating Trinity University 16-9. Babcock University found some redemption through their women's team, who recorded a well-earned 10-4 win over Caleb University. Leeds City University women were ruthless as they trashed Crescent University 19-5. But perhaps the most dominant performance of the day came from Trinity University, who bounced back from their early loss by demolishing Western Delta University 35-9 in a statement win. To give us more insights, reactions, and behind-the-scenes updates from the Games Village, let's connect live with our man on the ground, Mr. Abel Sunday, our trusted correspondent, reporting directly from Babcock University. He's been following the games closely and has the pulse of the atmosphere and the coaches, players, and fans. It's great to have you on the show, Mr. Abel. What's the latest from your end?
Good morning, and how are you? How is Abu?
Abuja is awesome. Abuja is awesome. How are you doing?
I'm trying to acclimatize. Even if it's still 4 days, I'm still trying to acclimatize. You know, Abuja weather is second to none. Of course, you know that.
How is the atmosphere? Yesterday was the first day of the National Private University Games.
Yeah.
So how was the atmosphere yesterday? How colorful was it?
It was electrifying. If you see from the match pass down to the jump ball, it was all electrifying and very, very entertaining. The king of Ilesha was even here to witness the opening of the open money, and schools marched out with their different colors and tracksuit, and they did the match pass. It was awesome. And then there's fans also at the stadium that were also watching down. The whole place was fully packed. And of course, it was a dream come true. If you recall, even our earlier report, you remember that we spoke about the longevity. This last time Umpuga was held was 2017 in Abuja. And after this down, this is the first time in 8 years they are hosting it. And the students that you could hear the chair, even it's still going on right now behind me. And so the students will not really wait to see this game start. And you could see the zeal, the agility in them. They want to start. And immediately they start after the opening ceremony, immediately by 1 p.m. game started with the whole school, like you rightly said, losing to Crawford University 2-1. It it was really, really disappointing for the home crowd, honestly, because they were cheering their team up, but no way. You know, God of football was not really on the side of Babcock yesterday. And up and down to Leeds City did the needful. You know that they are also the defending champions. They did the needful. They won 2-0. And also down to the last game that ended 2-2 as well. Then if you move down to basketball as well, that one was also a full packed form, and not short of surprises, like I always say, not short of surprises, and of course they gave us what we really wanted to see. And even down to the vice chancellor, he was even down cheering his own team as well, and but unfortunately the team did not do the needful. They lost yesterday. So that was it. I'm just giving a summary. That was what really happened yesterday.
Such an amazing summary. Yesterday, I remember we had a discussion, and you told me that you wore your River Hoopers shirt, you know, and players came to meet you asking you if you were a scout. And then you showed them the camera and you were like, no, that I'm a journalist. But just tell me, how do you rate the competition since people already see you as a scout in Babcock University?
I told them I'm a P&B sports journalist. I am not a P&B sent me down there to come and cover, not scout. I'm not scouting for anybody to come to. I don't know. Of course, our CEO did not send me to come and scout for staff for her. She sent me to come and cover games.
So how do you rate the competition, and how packed has the competition been for the Umpoga 2025?
Talking about rating of the competition, from a scale of 1 to 10, I think I'll give it 6, because why? The whole school provided everything. Accommodation likewise was superb. The game village, okay, everything, and you have all the events are very close to themselves, so you can have access to on any game you want to watch. It's easy to locate.
I'm not asking about the welfare right now. I'm asking about the competition, like the competitiveness amongst the schools.
It's highly complicated. The competition is there, yes. The competition is the games are highly competitive. And but some teams, of course, definitely, some teams are not up to that level. They were beating woefully, but of course, you know, this is just
teams like the home team, Babcock University.
No. You cannot take it away from Babcock. The options they showed, like I rightly said, it was just they are not just lucky. It wasn't their day, because they created all the chances, and the little chance Crawford just had, and they scored. That was it. They were all on the other half of the pitch, but the little chance that Crawford get, he scored. They've been attacking them, attack, and they will just come. You know how this thing works. That's how it is. It was not just their day that yesterday. That was the reason why. But I think they're going to bounce back today, because they're playing today, I think by 2 p.m. or so.
So we expect Babcock to bounce back today.
Yes, I expect that. Even in football, they don't have the same team as well. They have a very good team, and to just that, I think yesterday wasn't that day, or should I say Abuad was a little bit stronger.
Was a stronger opponent.
Yeah, they have game. I think that game is still going on now. I'm talking about Babcock in basketball. That game is going on now, and I think the boys are doing so well. So today, I think they're going to bounce back. But so far, so good. Yesterday, what I observed is in almost all the games, because they've not lost any. All the games that participated in yesterday, they won all. So Leeds have been dominating, but of course, medals have not started rolling in yet. Maybe by tomorrow or next, when athletics will start, medals start rolling in.
So talking about sorry to cut you off. Talking about Leeds City dominating. In the last 2 editions, Leeds City have won basketball. That was in 2015 and in 2017, if I've rightly said it. And now it seems like they've started the dominance again. What have you seen from the Leeds City's team in basketball and football?
Yeah, I think they are a tight contender, because yes, what they showed yesterday showed that yes, they are ready to defend their title, because they were fully packed and fully ready, mentally stable. And if you see them, they are fully focused for the game. And even in basketball, they were playing like as if they made the court theirs. Do you get? They make it theirs. And I think the height should just be this. The sky should be their limit. Honestly, right now, the way they are going, except maybe something happen. But if nothing happens, the way they played yesterday, they can keep on playing like that and remain in that tempo. I think, of course, they are doing they are going for the third gold for three
in a row.
Yeah.
Okay. Yesterday we had a discussion and you mentioned some key players in the Leeds City basketball team. You mentioned players like Dalat Malik, you mentioned players like Khalifa. But it seems like there was one name that was missing yesterday in the basketball game, and that was in the person of Dalat Malik. Where is he? What information do you have about him right now?
Yeah, Malik Dalat is I think the final year student rounding up his project and what, so he's trying to fix that in school before he comes. But he's already on his way to Bangkok today from Ibadan, and hopefully we are going to see him tomorrow play. And everyone wanted to see Malik play. To be honest, everyone wanted to see Malik play because Malik in that team makes it so complete. Without him, the team is not that so strong. But they were able to do it in 2 years ago. But you can imagine when Malik now joined that team, then you see that the missing piece the team will now be very complete because they have a missing piece right now. But when Malik comes in, he complete the team and make sure that the team is a whole. I think holistically you can see a basketball team there. So when he comes today, and I expect to see him perform tomorrow. Of course, he's going to have enough everybody to this place. Is not that far. So when he get down, you just have to rest well. Then tomorrow they will call him on action.
Okay, so we are expecting the superstar pro basketballer in the person of Dalat Malik to participate in the next game for Leeds City, and we expect a dominant turnout from the Leeds City basketball team. I know you've been so eager because when we spoke yesterday, you told me something. You said, "Don't I want to talk about the food?" So how is the welfare at Babcock University? How are they treating the players and the fans?
Well, the food, of course, you cannot compare any food with Abuja food now. Abuja is first class.
That's why we can't wait for you to come back.
Yeah, because eating here, well, we just have to be careful with what we eat here. But food are so expensive, and maybe it's because of, and the students are also complaining. Maybe it's because it's private university games, so everything just escalated, and you could get food for, in fact, a plate for 2,000 or 3,000 naira. You could imagine. So, and even when you get that plate 2,000 or 3,000, a lot of schools have been complaining actually, 2,000 to 3,000 naira for a plate. And that is not even enough for you. You get at least for breakfast or lunch or dinner. It's not enough for you. You still have to get other things again to make you understand what I mean?
Yes.
So the I think, I don't know, maybe next time the body need to look into that. People that they are bringing in as vendors, they should give them at least some kind of restriction. They should not just leave it open that this is how you have to sell. You cannot sell without it and give you parts to come and sell here. Because to be honest, they are making money. Nobody goes out of the school. Everybody is here, and you have over 30 schools right here. Do you get?
Yes.
And they all recognize this vendors, so they make a lot of money. But why inflating the price so high that some people might not be able to afford it?
Okay,
but
Mr. Abel.
Rich kids. But what rich kids do? Should we give them?
No, we should not. Okay, Mr. Abel, in 30 seconds, please, just tell our viewers, just give us your ratings. Which team do you expect to dominate in basketball, football, and in athletics in just 30 seconds?
Okay, I was thinking that you tell me you think will dominate the medal table.
No. We'll get to that on our next show.
Well, for basketball, I think Redeemers is also, they showed the sign yesterday. You look like Redeemers, you see Abuad, you see Leeds City, those three teams There are teams to watch out for, and I'm looking at them that they will get to the semis. Those three teams, they will get to the semis. Then for football, I'm looking at Leeds City as well. Leeds City in football. I'm looking at Crowdford also, because they are also a decent side. And also looking at Veritas University, our own Veritas University in Abuja. Also, I think they are also a decent side. And you remember we spoke to the sport director last week, and he was telling us how prepared his team is. Of course, definitely there was no two ways about it. His team is really prepared and focused.
My boss, we've eaten more than 30 minutes.
But the fact you came to me for me to squeeze in all these things, it's not possible. It's not possible.
I understand, but let's move to athletics. Which team do you think will top the table in athletics?
Athletics have not started. They've not started. I think they are starting tomorrow. They've not started their event yet. So it's only training I've seen. But like I told you yesterday, I saw when I watched Bangkok train, and I see some lights there. I think they are going to get some letters there. Then I saw Western Delta. Also, Western Delta also did. I saw them train yesterday. Athletics, I'm talking about athletics, and I think maybe they might have some. Those are the two schools I saw train yesterday.
Okay.
And I'm seeing some kind of positivity from there. So they might have something good from that area.
Okay, so thank you very much, our ever reliable correspondent in Babcock University for the 2025 National Private University Games, Mr. Abel Sunday. You've been ever reliable. But right now, we're going to go on a short break. And when we come back, we're going to be discussing about the English Premier League and the build-up to the English Premier League. And for that, we're going to have Mr. Osedion. So just grab your popcorn, sit tight, because P&B Sports Show. We'll be right back. Welcome back to P&B Sports Show. It's still your host, Arako Tom. As football not dey finish, na so Mpuga dey hot for Babcock, another hit dey cook for England. The Premier League don dey wear jersey, dey warm up boot, and fans don dey ready. So right now, we are going to be having our guest virtually all the way from Abuja. Joining me now is someone who knows the Premier League inside and out. If transfer talks were a market, he would be the loudest voice with the best deals. He's a true football mind and never misses a kickoff. Let's welcome Osedion as we dive into the Premier League's build-up and what to expect this season. Osedion, our ever loyal analyst, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing okay. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning. It seems like there's going to be a matchup today, and it's going to be the first matchup with the champions of the English Premier League in the people of Liverpool and Bournemouth. What do you think about the beginning of this English Premier League, and what do you think the outcome of this first match will be?
Finally, football is back, and I believe it's going to be an exciting season. We've seen what the transfer window has brought so far. I believe most teams have been busy, active this transfer window, and definitely today's game is going to be top notch. We've seen Liverpool up against Bournemouth. Yeah, Liverpool have been busy during this transfer window, and I know they still have more additions. So today's game is going to be fun. It's going to be cool, and I see Liverpool winning the game. Because on the other hand, Bournemouth has lost some of their key players, and they've not added yet to their ranks. So it's going to be quite a tough game, but I see Liverpool coming up with a win.
So, for Liverpool, do you think that the pressure will help them break early or get an early goal against Bournemouth today?
I just feel Liverpool are not going to be under pressure because they are the champions and they'll just play their normal game. We've seen them in pre-season. They've done so well. So I feel like it's going to be 100% Liverpool win. I don't see any pressure for Liverpool today. It's going to be a smooth game. Maybe a little bit difficult because we all know Bournemouth, they are a difficult side, but I think at the end of the day, Liverpool will come up with a win.
Okay, so we've had some surprising signings and some mouth-watering signings in the off season. What are your takes about all the signings in all teams?
So far, the signings have been impressive. You know, they are mostly players clubs wanted and they got them. So I know they're going to bring in a lot of quality to the Premier League this season. Let's see, it's one thing to sign a player, it's another thing for that player to fit into that system. It's another way to see if the player can improve from what they've done before. So let's see what they can do. But I think so far the signings have been amazing for each of the clubs. Fantastic signings so far. And I believe and I hope they do well.
Okay, so just give us rate the teams that have had that, in your opinion, has had the best signing or has won the preseason with their signings.
Let me say, I'll go with Chelsea. Chelsea has won the transfer window. And why I'm saying Chelsea,
Why not Man U?
No, Man United, because what I'm seeing so far from Manchester United is that they've gotten players they want, but the players that are about to leave or they feel should not be playing for them. Do they have replacement for those ones? Because what I see is just their first 11. I don't think they have a backup for some of these players. They want to leave, like the ones who have come in. Okay, yes, they are good and all that. I don't know if they can have backup for them in terms of maybe injury comes in and all that. And right now, they are even crying for a defensive midfielder in the name of Baleba. Because what they have, I don't know whether they are not impressive enough. So,
and it also seems as if they are also crying for a goalkeeper in the person of Donnarumma.
Yeah, exactly. They need a very good keeper because Onana, on the other hand, has not really been impressive for Manchester United. I think he needs a break to put himself together. He needs someone to compete with him, for him to bring that, maybe his ability. I don't know whatever is hiding it, but he needs someone to challenge him. And if Man United can get Donnarumma, wow, it's going to be a lovely window for them. Because if I should grade Man United's window, I would say it's just 70%. 70% for their window. For Chelsea,
So
it's going to be 100%.
it seems like you are putting. It seems like you've given Chelsea the win for the signings in the preseason.
Yeah.
So you mentioned Manchester United, that they seem that to not have replacements for players, and I'm sure you're talking about players like Rashford. But Rashford actually played for Aston Villa last season. He was loaned to Aston Villa, and he was quite impressive. And Aston Villa became the gold or the treasure under the dust and in the sand. Which teams do you think that there will be any team that will bring any surprise or that will show up any surprise in the 2025-2026 season?
Well, if you look at it, Aston Villa, they were fantastic last season. You saw how they just broke into the top 6. We know they were doing well normally, but with the introduction of Unai Emery, Aston Villa has become a solid side. They're able to compete. You saw them in the Champions League, how they played well, played against PSG and all that. But this coming season, it's hard to tell which, should I say, middle table club or mid table club we actually break into that top 6 is going to be really hard. So I can't rate right now because Newcastle, yeah, they are among the top 6, but Newcastle looks like they will struggle this season. Aston Villa, they look like they might struggle this season. So if we are talking of a team that can break in, I don't really know. But I think Nottingham Forest will have a good game this season.
Okay, let's talk about your 4 predictions of the team that you think will finish top 4 to make it to the Champions League this season. To make it to the Champions League. So which teams do you think? Just give me your top 4, but please make sure that you do not put Manchester United there, and make sure that you have Man City there.
If you look at it, I don't think. Well, I have maybe this kind of small faith in Manchester United, maybe finishing 5th or maybe 4th. But I think maybe it's going to be a toss-up between Man City and Man United for a 4th spot, because I see teams like Arsenal, Chelsea, and Liverpool. They're going to be the top 3 teams there. But
Arsenal,
Man City,
Chelsea,
Man
Liverpool.
United, yeah, then maybe Man City could nick up. But don't forget, there's Tottenham as well. Maybe Tottenham can be around 5th because they have a very good coach in Thomas Frank. And he's a very good coach, a technical coach. You can see their game against PSG. Though they blew their 2-0 lead. But I think there are a lot of things to contend this season, and it's going to be very explosive in the Premier League. It's something you should watch. This season is going to be exceptional.
Okay, so you mentioned your top 3. You didn't say you mentioned your top 3, and you had Liverpool, you had Liverpool, Arsenal, and who? Chelsea. Why Liverpool, Arsenal, and Chelsea? Yeah. What do these teams have separately that will give them that edge this season?
For Liverpool, I think they are building on what they did last season. You know, last season you saw that they didn't sign any player. I think they just had one player in Keita, and this season they've added to their squad. You know, they are looking really fortified, and they are still going for a defender. So I believe they are going to build on what they did last season. They have a top manager who knows what he's doing. Someone who just came in, won the league for them. I mean, it's so impressive. For Arsenal, yes, they've added quality players to their teams, and I believe Arsenal want to do better than where they were last season. So I'm banking on Arsenal to actually make a mark this time, because this is a good opportunity for them.
Okay. So you said
for Chelsea,
yes.
I said for Chelsea, the FIFA World Club is giving them a good boost, because you know they were already writing their manager of last season like he was clueless and all that. But winning this FIFA World Club, and I believe from there they can build on that momentum and actually deliver something stunning in the Premier League. Okay,
so in 1 minute, just tell our viewers what they should expect from the 2025-2026 season of the English Premier League.
Well, it's going to be explosive. Anything can happen. Your favorite may not win it, but it's going to be explosive.
Who is your favorite?
My favorite, I don't want to be sentimental, but I have to go with my club.
Which club?
I feel Arsenal has the right to win it.
Okay, so after the show, I'm going to meet you, and we're going to put our money on it. I'm putting my money on Liverpool this season. Thank you so much, our ever brilliant sports analyst, Osedion, here in Abuja. Thank you so much. Well, we've come to the end of our sports show today, and next time we'll be discussing about our matches and the matches that are going to happen this weekend. And next week we're also going to have a basketball player in our studio that plays in Greece professionally. So you guys have a lot packed next week. So sit tight, grab your popcorn until next week, because P&B Sports will be right back.